G'day everyone, welcome to episode 1 of Get It Off Your Chest. I hope you're all having an amazing week. Today we're going to be talking about just some interesting shit that hopefully will keep your mind boggling and keep you interested and thinking throughout the whole podcast. Today I'm here with my beautiful partner Phoebe. How are you today, baby?
I'm good, thank you.
That's good. Can you tell me a little bit about yourself? Well, don't tell me, tell the stream, I guess. I already know heaps about you.
So I am a waitress slash bartender.
That's right. Working in an Italian restaurant, I obviously
Yep.
know. Yeah, serving some drinks and
Yep, serving some drinks, serving some food.
Yeah.
Good chat.
happy where you are now? Or is this kind of like the job that you want to be stuck with? Or is there any job that or anything that you want to kind of pursue after your career here, I can say?
So I love being a bartender, and also a waitress. You know, like I love people. Unless you're a Karen, then I don't like you.
Everyone gets a Karen here and there.
Yeah,
That was
100%. But I'd say my dream job is to go around and educate people about reptiles. And I go around to schools and libraries, or like go to shows and have my own little store thing set up.
It would be awesome just to kind of go around and like teach kids that reptiles are just here like we are, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be awesome. Well, I first of all, I would like to apologize about the stream. So as you can see, we are stuck on the starting soon page, but we had some technical difficulties when recording last night. But give us about 5 or so minutes and we will cut into the chess game. You've only missed about 5 moves, so don't stress about that. But do you have any advice that you can give to people, I guess, because you and I are in a situation where we have a 2-year-old at home and we're just trying to really do what's best for him. Sorry, I've kind of gone off your job
That's fine.
here.
That's fine.
But, so you and I have a 2-year-old, as I've just said. Do you have anything that you can say to anyone out there looking to have a kid? So you and I have obviously dealt with it for about 9-10 months now.
10.
And it's definitely a big step to take. Like, I know we're jumping straight into this, but I'm fucking interested to know a bit more because I'm still fresh into this conversation and I'm always wanting to know what I can do better. So is there anything you can really tell any younglings out there wanting to have a kid, or any advice you can give?
Wait. So I always knew that, you'll also hear later in the stream, I always knew that I wanted to be a young parent. I wanted to travel with my kids instead of traveling alone. But I would definitely say wait until you're 100% sure. Not even 100%. Wait until you're 1,000 or even more percent.
110%.
Yeah.
Say. That just puts the icing on the cake. Yeah. It is definitely a big responsibility.
Yes, because it is. It is a big responsibility, and you have to think that they didn't ask to be put on this planet. So if you can't give them everything that they deserve, then don't do it yet.
Yeah. I completely agree.
No matter how much you want to have kids, just wait until you can give them every single thing that you can. Wait until you can literally give them the world.
I wish I took that into consideration, but it's definitely something that I've thought about now, and we're definitely doing the best things that we can for him.
Yeah.
I feel like he's chilling at the moment inside, eating some snacks with my sister, babysitting, so hopefully everything's going okay. And
yeah, no, it's a big thing. So just, guys, all I can say is think about what you're doing. Think about what it means to bring a little life into the world. Because, as I said, they didn't ask to be put here. And if you can't give them everything that they need and everything that they deserve. And if you're going to put yourself out just by trying to get a box of nappies, because trust me when I say, baby shit, not cheap. Do I think it should be cheaper? Hell to the... Yeah, I do. But it's not. It's, you know, trying to keep them alive and giving them everything that they need is more money than you'll ever spend on your damn self.
Especially nowadays as well with like all this inflation and shit. Like,
oh yeah.
Fucking Isaac Butterfield the other day made a video. A packet of chips is like $6.50 now. Like, what the hell is that?
Yeah. And they only fucking half fill it.
Yeah. Not going to get into that conversation now anyway. But, well, I do apologise again about the stream, but I am going to cut it here and we're going to pretend it's the first episode. So anyway, we're not going to worry. But I'm going to cut straight to the chess game, and I hope you're all having a great day. Again, I do apologise about no video at the start, but you've only missed like 3 or 4 moves, so you can really get over it. But anyway, I hope you enjoy the rest of the podcast and have a great day. We'll be sure to keep you updated with what's going on. Be sure to follow all my social media, and I'll let you know when we're going to be live next, because the next few episodes of the podcast will be live, because I'm sick of dealing with all this editing bullshit. So, thank you. I do also want to give a big thank you to Mike. I won't say his last name because just privacy, but you know who you are. I wouldn't be here without you, man. I really fucking appreciate everything that you've done for both Phoebe and myself and Elias. I really can't appreciate it enough. Hopefully we can see each other again soon, and yeah, I hope you enjoy the rest of the podcast.
Hi guys, this is the editor here. Please be warned, there are a few F-bombs throughout this 1 hour video. I'm going to change and improve over time with how I edit these videos for you all. Yep. If there's any other advice, inputs or recommendations, please leave them in the message box down below. Who knows, I might even give them a like. Thanks for hearing, and I hope you enjoyed the rest of your day.
But we had some technical errors. This is why we're recording. So I plugged everything in except for the main fucking laptop, which is hosting the stream. So luckily we were editing this one, so we're going to pretend that never happened. Anyway, as you were saying, my baby, since you've become a mother, like, it's been hard to really like choose how to... I know, you're the one telling the story. You continue.
Yeah, so...
Also, I forget whose turn it is. Shit. This is another problem.
It's
yours. This is another problem with the podcast. I'm probably going to be doing this a lot, and I do apologise, but you know what? You can fucking deal with it. We're going to be talking about some interesting shit.
Oh wait, no, it's mine because I was being a nutty. Anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, since becoming a mum, you know, at a young age of that too, I was 18 when I found out that I was pregnant. Literally 7 days before my birthday.
Yeah.
It's definitely... It definitely opens your eyes to a lot of things. And it's hard to navigate life the same. Yeah. Which, you know, to some people, that might sound like a really stupid answer for, you know, everything.
I know it sounds stupid, and I honestly thought the exact same way. But, like, since having Elias in our life, like, my life has changed. My perspective on everything is all, I've got a little human to protect. Like, this little man is going to grow up pretty much mimicking everything that we do. So we need to set the example for him.
Exactly. And that's, you know, that opens your eyes a lot because you go, holy crap.
Yeah.
And it is definitely not something to do or take lightly.
Oh, yeah. Like, there's so many things that you need to consider before even thinking about having a kid. Like, it is a big responsibility, and I hadn't thought about it entirely before I got into this situation, but I am glad it's paid off. Like, the duties are there. Like, it's a piece of piss. It really is. Like, and if you treat them right, they'll treat you right. It's exactly how it works with reptiles.
Yeah. I mean, that's one way of putting it, but yeah, I guess that is kind of
I guess it should be the other way around, but like, man, they're just as cool as each other, so we'll say that. Shit.
My advice to people, to answer your question,
Yeah.
would be live your life to the fullest.
Okay.
Because as you go through life and as you become yourself, really, there is a lot of changes that you'll go through. There is a lot of mind
Games.
just crud.
Yeah. No, it's really a kerfuffle, I guess.
Yeah,
you'd say.
literally.
We'll keep it semi-PG, I guess. But kerfuffle, yeah.
Yes, we'll go with kerfuffle because the words that I would say to it is not PG. So.
But yeah, so live life to your fullest, everyone. We all know. I think.
Like, I know that you hear that a lot, and
Yeah.
you know, like your parents will, or if you're older, your parents would have gone, live your life, go do this, go do that, just don't be stupid.
Don't
It's like,
listen
well,
to him. Yeah.
don't necessarily not be stupid, because trust me, I've been stupid, and if I hadn't have done everything that I've done in the past, I wouldn't be the person that I am today. Whether that be a good or bad thing is debatable, but
And that was what we were talking about the other day. I know I'm bringing you guys out of context here, but everything has happened for a fucking reason.
yeah.
It's like both you and I in our previous history have gone through fucking everything. It's like everything must have happened for a reason. Like there's been a perfect time for everything, and I've always fucking believed that. Like even since I was a kid, even though my life was going to shit, I was like, you know what? If I just keep fucking pushing through, deal with all the shit, and I did through high school. Everyone fucking believed me, and look at me now. I'm hopefully making a podcast, and it should be successful. And
one of
we're
the
chatting.
best things that I have heard is that life is a roller coaster.
Yeah.
All you have to do is try your best to hang on.
That's exactly right. Life will open many doors. You just gotta choose what one you want to take.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's your
Oh, that's my turn. What did you do? Shit.
That's for me to know, and you to dot.
No, that's fair. To be fair, I have been playing chess for a fair while with my dad since I was like 10, and Phoebe hasn't. But, so, anyway, I'm gonna...
I think it's funny when he doesn't pay attention, because then I feel like I have the upper hand. I really don't, but it makes me feel like I do.
We'll see how it goes. I think have you beaten me once, or we've come to a stalemate?
We have stalemated once,
Yeah.
which I was annoyed at because I was so adamant on beating you, and it just wouldn't do it. That's okay.
Yeah, that's right. Stalemate's
Learning
better.
curve.
At least you didn't lose.
Yeah, fair bump.
Also, if any of you guys are wondering how to play chess, I am going to be making a guide. There will be a link up in my bio once I can actually finalize it. It's just in the making at the moment. And once you subscribe, you'll be able to get a guide on how to play chess. And I'm also hoping to put you into the draw to win a free chessboard. It's actually super fancy, so I'll have the same one. And then once it arrives, with whenever that may be, you and I can verse each other from a remote location, and we can have the podcast from your destination and my destination. It would just be a case of us spin the wheel with whoever's in the draw, and lucky dip, I guess. So be sure to keep an eye out for that. I'll be mentioning it when it's actually up and running. It's just in the making at the moment. But yes, I forgetted what we were talking about. I also forget whose turn it is.
It's mine. You just took yours. So, you just asked me what advice I'd give,
Yes.
people.
Yeah.
And what's your next question that you have for me, baby?
That was actually it for me. So, well,
nice.
not it from me, because I'm obviously hosting.
Wow.
Yeah.
But did you have anything for me? So I would like to get the guest each week to bring in a question, because I'm obviously fucking interested to know what the hell they want to do. But so instead of me just interrogating them, 2 days prior I'll ask the guest a question so that we can dwell on it for a couple of days and decide what we're going to talk about.
Mind
Today?
you, I did not have time to dwell.
That's fine. We spend days with each other all the time, so we could talk about shit anyway.
I don't really have any questions for you.
Well, conversations, I was meant to say. I keep saying questions, but
I more have a topic.
a topic.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So, my topic, obviously, from where,
Is my turn. Yeah.
yes, my standpoint is I kind of would like to talk about parenting and also parental responsibility, because there are, there are people out there who think it's the same thing, but it's really not. And also,
Yeah.
like just things that I've been through. Like, as I said, I became pregnant at 18. I was having our baby boy, the year that I was turning 20, so 20 years apart. That's still considered really young,
Yeah.
but it is what it is.
Yeah. As I said before, everything happens for a reason. Like,
Yeah.
sadly, it wasn't how you planned it, but like it's paying off. And as you've said, like, it's giving you an entire different perspective on the world.
It
And
has.
Now, I definitely feel like we're maturing because we're doing the best things that we can for our son. And
Yeah.
that's all that really matters in parenthood. Like, as long as you're there for the kid and there for your partner, like you would have promised, I'm sure, at the start of the relationship, like that's all that really matters. Like, that's what you're there for, to get through thick and thin. Yeah.
Yeah, it's life is a roller coaster in itself, but when you become a parent, it becomes more scary.
Yeah.
If do you have any like specific questions about it or
Like,
anything like that? Like, I know that we live
parenthood,
together,
yeah.
and like kind of what I'm on about, but at the same
Yeah.
time,
It's hard for me because obviously we live together, but coming out like into the situation, the only real question I had was like, was it going to be hard? And you said,
heck to the yes.
yeah, you said yes, and you showed me that prior, and I was like, yeah, I feel like I could do it. And you,
I was in full disclosure with you. I'm like, this is not going to be easy. There are going to be days where you want to pull your literal hair out,
yeah,
and
that has been. Oh, there fucking
Wow.
has been. I can
Yeah.
assure you. We're still here though, and he's still kicking. He seems to be chilling. He's inside snoozing at the moment, so luckily when the stream ended, I ran in and checked on him, so he's doing fine.
mind you, it is
1:30. 1:30
almost
in the morning.
1:30 in the morning. So I would bloody well hope that he's snoozing.
Anyway,
If he wasn't snoozing, I'd be crying. Let's put it that way.
is it your turn? 'Cause I moved
It is
horse.
my turn. I'm trying to figure out what to do.
Yeah,
But
yeah. It's definitely a big responsibility. What I will say, if there are any young couples out there potentially listening, because I know for sure I listened to a few podcasts when I was younger, and I wish I heard this, but just sit down with your partner and talk about what you want to do in future. Like
what you want to do in life, not
Yeah.
necessarily just in your future, just
Yeah.
life in general, really. Because in the whole scheme of things, as soon as you bring a child into this world, whether it be for the good or bad, that depends on your situation. But as soon as you bring a child into this world, your entire future, your entire life, your entire being and soul is no longer yours.
Yeah.
It is theirs. It is, you are doing everything for them. You know, you are their carer. You are their whole entire life.
Yeah, it really is a big responsibility. Like, you can't just fucking leave it if you want to have a break. It's just, no. It's like, what if something happens? It's like, he's always there. It's a big responsibility, but if you are adamant and you feel like it's the right thing to do, I 100% agree. It is an amazing feeling when your kids growing up and you can see the smiles on their face from all the great memories they're having. It's awesome.
My one thing I will say is I am so both
It's my turn.
thankful, yes, both thankful and, you know, proud for and of you.
Yeah.
Because
even though you're on a touchy subject right now.
you're an ass.
Yeah, I am. Continue.
Because
yeah.
you know, you've taken on this, you know, this little human,
Yeah.
even though he can sometimes be a complete ratbag, but you've taken him on either way, and that's a big thing. I also, you know, not that he's gonna watch this or listen to it,
No, probably not.
but I am so thankful for my dad, because I was my son's age, maybe a little bit older, when my mum and dad met, and, you know, when they got together. But he has never been and will never be anything other than he is my dad. I don't care what DNA tests have to say, he is my dad. And, you know, having him in my life,
He's just been the one there.
he has showed me what true fatherhood looks like. And he has showed me, you know, just how to be a better person. Because, you know, at the end of the day, without him, I would not have been able to get through these past 2.5, 3 years. Like, don't get me wrong, I have other family and they have helped, but my dad is my rock.
It's definitely that figure that's needed.
Definitely.
Especially in some cases, like, when you go through some, like, there's only a certain amount of things that a human can hold in. Like,
I 100% agree with that.
like, yeah, it's hard. Like, with, yeah, I don't even know where to begin with that conversation.
It's very scary to take on a child who isn't yours, but to also not even see them as anything else but yours.
Yeah.
Like, I applaud Grady every day because, sorry to be cheesy, but he, you know, you adore Elias. You know, and you see him
well, I don't have
as your own. And you don't have to do that. But
he brings it out of me. Like,
exactly.
I'm not gonna lie, when the first week or so when Thebes had moved in, there were some skeptical times where I wanted to blow my brains out because there was a kid screaming in my head like all of the time. But once you can understand like that he is a kid and he's like literally come into this world and learning everything for the first time, and you have to show them everything. It's like they don't know what's right, they don't know what's wrong. You need to teach them what is right and what is wrong. It's like once you can understand that, and it definitely helps the mindset, and it's grown on me, and that's how I can, like, that's how I've just grown to treat him like he's my own, because I do see him as my own.
And I love you for that. By the way, check.
Yeah,
And no, I do, and I applaud everyone who's ever taken in a child that isn't theirs. But
shout out to my stepdad, dude. Jeez,
yeah, exactly.
Mad dog.
You know, like it's an amazing. I don't want to say process to go through, but at the same time, it really is, because
Yeah.
with every situation, there's going to be, there's going to be a point where you don't know if you can do it. You don't know if if you're the right person for this job. Like, I gave birth to this child, and there has been times where I'm just like, am I doing the right thing? Am I doing everything in my power that I can possibly do to make this little boy's life worth everything that he deserves?
Yeah. And you have to.
And I want to give him everything, and every single day I try my best.
That's the step you gotta take when you have the kid. And
Yeah, exactly.
it pays off. It really does.
In another side of this topic, it's very touchy, because there are people in this world who bring kids into this world and just
You can.
I don't really know how to
Yeah.
explain it, but there are people who have kids, and then that's just it. They've got kids. Oh yeah, I have a kid. Now I'm just going to go back to how it used to be, or if you're a young parent.
Pull the Frank Gallagher of Shameless. If anyone has seen Shameless, fucking let us know in the comments. It's a fucking great series. We're up to season 5?
Honestly, I can't remember.
I don't know, but we're smashing through it. But yeah, you can't be a Frank, basically. Is that kind of what you were getting at?
I guess.
Yeah.
I guess.
I don't know.
Like, now that you make that connection, I'm 100%. But for people who don't understand that reference...
Is it your turn as well?
It's your turn.
My
For people who don't understand that reference, it's just people who have kids and then just don't give a shit what happens to them.
Yeah.
And, people who have kids and then...
As the schools say, the pump and dump, basically.
The pump and dump.
I'm sorry.
Wow.
Joke about that, but...
No, that's complete. That's fair, because when you're in school, yes, okay, you learn about sex education, but you don't learn about parenting. You don't learn about if you're a young mum, you don't learn about the harassment, people harassing you about being a young mum.
Yeah.
Like, it is so frowned upon, for someone to be a young mum. Like, anyone before the age of 25. If you're a mum before the age of 25, you are looked down on so much. And it's ridiculous, honestly. But
I'm not even gonna lie, I even remember, in school.
Wow.
Not bullying people, but just, saying you made, a shit choice being a young mum. But, has its ups and downs.
You wouldn't know that unless you were with me, though.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
All I will say is that if you're going to bring a child into this world, don't do it lightly. It is a big, big, big commitment. And as I said before, you can never go back to how it was before you had that child. No matter how much you want it to, no matter how much you used to love drinking, or no matter how much you used to love just being able to do literally whatever you wanted.
Yeah.
And also, if you like to shit in peace,
Mm-hmm.
say goodbye to that, because your child will be there knocking at the door, and if he can't get in, or he or she can't get in, you will then just have a child just banging at the door until you open the door. You know, like, I know that that's a really weird example, but it's the truth. Like, they want to be involved in everything you do.
Yeah. Is it my turn as well? Sorry. I moved my point here just to keep it going.
Yes, sorry.
No, you're all good. You're all good. It's just we're running on 23 minutes. I can't quite recall how long the last recording went for. That's all.
Okay, no,
I think it was like 10 minutes. So we're running about a half an hour mark.
that's okay.
You'd better all still be listening after, I don't know.
Wow.
Follow up. Leave a comment down below if you're still listening, or like subscribe so some cool thing like. Oh wait, no, it'll only do when it's live, but when you subscribe to like some cool thing.
Wow.
And I do apologize for rambling, but this also, I guess, goes on to the advice, because as I would know, it is the biggest thing that you will ever do in your life. No matter what you think, bringing a child into this world is both the biggest and scariest thing literally ever.
And if you have a fucking
Wow.
problem with it, fucking
Wow.
message me and come and verse me a game of chess, and we'll do it on the podcast, and we'll talk about it together, and we'll both sit down and express our point of views against it. So, there. Just a heads up. Yeah. We'll discuss our point of views.
That's
I-
fair.
Yeah. I'm down. Anyway, I love chess. And chat shit, really. So, my turn? Your turn?
Your turn.
My turn. Apologies. So, on the parenting side of things, was there a specific age that you wanted to become a parent? Or was it just kind of a case of whenever you thought was right, whenever the time may come, sort of thing? Literally.
If I oh wow.
Sorry.
If I waited until the time that I thought was right, I wouldn't have my son.
That's fair.
But to answer your question,
Yeah.
yes, I did have an idea of when I wanted to become a mum.
Yeah.
I always knew from a very, very young age that I wanted to be a young mum, because I didn't want to be, a mum who couldn't run around with her kid and do whatever, like all the fun activities when you're still young and able to do those activities.
Exactly.
I also knew, as I said before, I also knew that I wanted to travel, and I wanted to travel with my kids. Like, everyone goes, oh, I want to travel before I have kids. Or, you hear from your family members or teachers and parents, oh, travel and do this and do that. Like, is everyone going to say do it before you have kids? No. Are they meaning that? Most likely.
Yeah. Majority of the time. Yeah.
And it's I understand where they're coming from,
It really is up to you. Like,
but yeah, exactly.
literally, do whatever is best for you. Like, I understand that it probably thinks like we're pushing you to have a kid, but that's not what I'm trying to get at.
Oh no, not at all.
Yeah, at the start of the podcast, we both said, like, live what is your best life. Like, that is all we have to say here, really, is just fucking do what's best for you. You will live your happiest life if you are taking every step of the way that's doing the best thing for you and your family. So,
Exactly.
yeah.
Check.
Wow.
Also, I'm going to have to start a thing. I'm going to fucking
Wow.
put 5 cents in a jar every time I say yeah on the podcast, because I fucking say
Wow.
it so many times. I've just realized every time that I finish a sentence I say yeah.
I feel like the only times that I say yeah intentionally is when I'm saying, yeah, that sounds good, or like agreeing with you.
Did you say
And I'm like,
check?
oh yeah.
That's my queen, you potato.
Oh,
That's-
fungleberries.
That's my king.
Ah,
Nice try, though.
shit on.
You still gonna leave it there? I don't mind if you take it back. Phoebe, she's my missus. I'm
Wow.
fucking gonna let her take a piece back if she wants to take a piece back. But if anyone else do, you can eat it.
I'm still learning this game. Yes, I've played it a couple of times.
After this, you get a free guide on how to play chess if you subscribe anyway. So no excuses. No excuses.
Oh no.
I'm gonna switch up the topic here.
Good.
Did you hear fucking
Wow.
aliens are real?
Yep.
I know you and I like
Wow.
about heaps. I am big like ever since I've been thinking like I've just had so much time to myself recently. I've just been thinking so much because all this fucking
Wow.
alien conspiracy shit has been coming up on my Instagram. Fuck me
Wow.
dead. Like don't get me wrong, it's all interesting. It's all interesting. I do like watching it, but I
Wow.
fucking love a break and like to watch something about like space or something semi-interesting rather than just all this fucking alien
Wow.
nonsense. But
And aliens aren't interesting because?
well, they are, but like we've
Wow.
fucking known about them since like the 1930s. Like, come on.
That's fair. But for the government to say that they're real is definitely interesting.
Another thing I was thinking about though, like with what
Wow.
AI shit and how they can replicate fucking
Wow.
people's faces and like the words that they're saying and stuff. Like, how do we even know that that's real? Like, how do we know that anything is real? Not that's fucking
Wow.
skeptical. That sounds stupid, super stupid.
Not necessarily.
But like, didn't NASA even just recently say that the moon landing was fake as well? Oh no, not doing that. You'll see what they get. But yeah, didn't NASA say that's fucking
Wow.
5 cents for the jar? Didn't NASA say that the like moon landing was fake? It was all done with green screens because like they had people like fading in and out of the thing or something.
There have been. NASA has never said that the moon landing was fake.
Okay.
There have been people who
Ah,
have, been skeptical and, the conspiracy theorists who were just like, that was fake. They're lying.
yeah.
I do think that it's interesting that every time someone says anything about the moon landing, that they instantly get shut down. But at the
I
end
do
of the
notice I
day,
didn't see much about it on the TikTok. and shit.
exactly.
Yeah.
Like it's a touchy subject, apparently.
There is a fucking lot of
Wow.
touchy subjects nowadays. Like,
Oh, there's too many touchy subjects.
we're not going to get into it now because I don't really either feel like one being cancelled or two not being able to go viral because I've spoken about said thing. But we shall see. We shall see. Once I go live, I'm going to do a little experiment because we may have found something interesting previously that I'm willing to talk about once we get a few more followers. But
Mhm.
yeah, that'll be fun. Is it my turn as well?
It's still your turn.
Oh, it's still my turn. Oh,
You
yeah,
were
'cause I
going
was
to
in-
move your queen,
yeah.
and then you didn't.
Oh my god, that was awesome.
Your turn. But yeah. We really shouldn't have done this at like 1:30 in the morning. But
We were going to be up anyways because it's us.
yeah. That's fine. Who's winning? We might get a chess count, right, a piece count. So, I've taken Phoebe's queen. Just to
Wow.
fucking point that out there again. I'm better than her, so I've taken a queen.
Hey.
And I've taken her horsey. And 3 of her prawns.
Pawns.
Not prawns. They're
Wow.
fucking prawns, mate.
Okay.
And then Phoebes has taken 4 of my prawns and 2 of my horsies. They are called pawns, by the way. I've just been watching too much Sassy the Sasquatch recently.
Recently. thought that was just an always thing.
And it's still my turn, hey? No. You
No, I took your thing, so it's... Well, yes, it's your turn.
check.
Ah, yeah, bingus.
You just psyche, you thought. What's your dream job?
My
Like,
dream job.
you were saying that, like, you kind of wanted to own a hair, like a salon and like a bar kind of thing.
My dream job keeps changing because as I go through life, I kind of go, what the fuck was I thinking? But honestly, like, yes, I would like to, start up a salon / beauty, like salon and beauty store. But also, I love bartending. And you're probably gonna be like, why the hell would you like bartending? Do you want to know why? Because I can laugh at the drunk people, and they won't care because they're laughing at themselves. Also, I can be myself when I'm bartending.
Yeah.
And in today's society, me being myself, that's a big thing, man. Like, no matter what you do in today's society, everyone's going to have an opinion. Everyone's going to judge you one way or another. And I just kind of go, judge me if you want. If you don't like me, then I don't care.
Yeah.
Because I've gone through life caring too much about what people think about me to really care about what they think about me anymore.
That's
Wow.
great, to be honest. I was the exact same. Like, as we said earlier, in high school, everyone, like, bullied the shit out of me, and I used to take it to heart. But then after getting my own crib, I was like, nah, fuck this. I fucking hate girls around here. I'm not letting anyone treat me like shit. And if they do, they can just
And that's
Like-
fair.
Yeah.
Don't ever let anyone, and this is the thing, do not ever let anyone tell you that you are doing something wrong by having not necessarily self-esteem, but being confident in yourself.
Yeah. That's exactly right. Like, taking the step to do what you think is best. Like, yeah, you might fuck up, but everyone makes
Everyone
mistakes.
fucks
Yeah. Like,
And if they
everyone.
tell you they don't, then they're bullshitting.
Yeah, no one's fucking like, take a chill pill. Like, if you think you shit fucking gold nuggets, man, on you. But, like, nah, fam. Not everyone's perfect. You do you. As long as you find out what works for you, that's all that fucking matters. As long as you're not hurting anyone else in the process, that's all I care about as well. And I think that should be the same with everyone.
It
But
should.
there are some nutcases out there. Speaking of nutcases, have you seen the fucking shit that's going into schools in America at the moment? Like, all of the fucking... I am, apologies if this triggers anyone, but I do want to talk about it now that I have a fucking son.
The new school education.
The new school education. About fucking literally...
So what they're doing
Yeah.
is they're bringing in to primary schools,
I believe-
they're teaching 9
Yeah.
and 12-year-olds
It's
about
between-
anal and masturbation and when to do it and when not to do it and
And
where to
bisexual.
touch yourself. They're teaching, them about,
bisexuality. Like, they have
bisexuality,
I believe
trans.
there was a book that was like the gay BCs or something. And
Yeah,
it was
the
like
gay BC.
Every single letter was like something to do with that community. And I was like, why the fuck is this like targeted towards children? In my opinion, it's honestly fucking pedophilic. And I know that's
I agree.
I know that's a big thing to say, especially considering this is the first fucking podcast we're talking about, but we're 50 minutes deep. I'm not fucking sure if anyone's even going to be listening at this stage, but if you do, fucking please let us know about that, because if I have to go to a parent-teacher interview one day and my son is questioned about how to masturbate, I'm going to punch the fucking teacher in the face. So, yeah. There's that. My turn?
Yes.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna have another smoke, so I'm gonna fucking get
Wow.
on that.
That's okay. No, but I agree with you that I don't. Okay. I'm not against people knowing and learning about, what's going on in today's
World.
world. Yeah.
I
What's
guess
going-
we-
what's
I guess
going
we
on
can
in the
ju-
world
Yeah,
today?
I guess we can just say world. Like, there's not really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Society, even.
my biggest thing is that there is a time, a place, and an age
For everything.
for them to know what they're currently teaching in the schools.
Yeah.
And it is not primary schools. It is not, when a kid is still learning about life. Because if anything, it's almost like they're trying to push them into doing these things. Whether that be gay, be
Yeah.
bi, be trans.
Like, don't get me wrong. I actually used to work with some, like, trans people, and, like, people part of that community, like, the non-binary. They were fucking
Wow.
amazing people. They did not push anything upon me. If I asked them a question, they were happy to answer it. They were honestly fucking
Wow.
great people. And I would have them on this podcast in any
Wow.
fucking, any day. But, like, the people that push it upon you, and they're just like, oh, you have to take these drugs in order to fucking be happy
Wow.
because you're not right in the person, in the body you are. No. You need to fucking
Wow.
figure it out for yourself. Like, don't have all these people pushing it in your face. It's like, we don't push anything in your face. It's like, we let you decide what you want to become. If you want to play with fucking
Wow.
Barbies, you play with Barbies. If you want to play with Hot Wheels cars, you play with Hot Wheels cars, man. Like, you do you. As fucking my
Wow.
mates used to literally say to me every single time I told them what I was doing in Discord. You do you. And Brett, I'm sure you're listening, you'll probably know, and you'll probably laugh if you heard that, but yeah. Anyway, whose turn is it? I'm so sorry.
Yours.
My turn. Whatever. Have you been talking too much? Normally it's you.
Yeah.
I suppose I best pick something up considering I'm hosting a podcast now. But anywho. Check.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, my rook will take ya. Psych. Psych, you thought. Do you have any crazy, like, stories or anything that you can tell? Like, any... You were actually... What about that fucking
Wow.
time you were driving in Goulburn and you... under the bridge and that thing
Wow.
fucking popped up? Oh, bro, that scared the living shit out of me and you were just telling me
Okay,
the
so
story.
I was...
Oh.
Okay, so I believe in kind of the supernatural kind of stuff.
Like,
right?
paranormal, I guess.
Paranormal.
Yeah.
Supernatural, paranormal. Same shit, different spelling.
I suppose I believe in it as well. Like, as we said before...
I guess it depends on what you've seen and what you've heard.
In my point of view, like, I am sorry, even though I just
Wow.
asked you about that, I'm going to disrupt. My point of view on that is, like, the amount of living creatures that are on Earth, like, humans, the amount of, the breed of cats, the breed of dogs, the breed of ants,
Wow.
mice, snakes, you
Wow.
name it. How on Earth is there not other shit out there?
Mm.
Like, ghosts,
Wow.
aliens, as we've recently found out. But yes, continue as you were telling me with your before I rudely interrupted.
Well, I was driving with a mate. No, I wasn't
Yeah,
on
wasn't it
anything.
my turn? I put you in check, and then you moved your king.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, trying to cheat.
No.
It's all on video. I'm kidding.
Yeah, so I was driving with a mate. Just as per usual, we were just chilling, listening to bangers, and then it was really dark. Like, it was like 2 a.m. in the morning, and yeah, we were just driving, and then we were driving under this bridge, and all of a sudden we both see this massive figure pop down and then shoot back up. And we were just like, what in the actual hell was that? And then, like, mind you, this isn't the first time we've seen something like this.
You got to set the scene. Like, that was kind of a boring story. You just said you were driving. You got to set the scene like you were just telling me. Like, you'd gone out, it was like fucking midnight, you were out with your friend, I don't know what you were doing. But
we were just driving around.
Yeah, I think you'd had a shit night or something.
No, we were just driving around. As, like, whenever we got bored, we'd just hop in the car and we just drive around Goulburn, even though Goulburn is tiny and there's literally nothing exciting to do. We were just driving in our cars, taking the same routes as we always did when we were driving. And, yeah, that happened.
Oh, you're still in... I think that's fucking checkmate. Yeah, you're back there. I think that's checkmate.
Just...
Hold up. Because my rook's there still too.
Yeah, that's checkmate.
God damn.
How do you do this?
My apologies. I didn't realize that was checkmate. Well, good game. That was a beautiful game.
That was a good game.
Good game. Thank you for that.
You're welcome.
Gangster. But as we were saying, we'll finish this conversation. Obviously, fuck this chess game. But thank you for that. That was good. But,
that's okay.
Yeah. So continue with this story.
Yeah. No. So that happened. You know, it was.
You were
to anyone else.
You got bored. You get bored in Goulburn and you started to go for drives. So that was what you got up to.
Yeah.
I lost track.
Yeah, but like as I said before, we were just driving around. You know, nothing that we haven't done before. We see this just black figure pop down, pop back up, and for the slight moment that we saw it, we both went, "Was that a face?" Like, we were so confused, and then we didn't really care. We were just like, "Oh, okay," like, what the hell was that? As I said, but then we continue driving, and then we go not to like a really rural
yeah
road, but it's very dark. There's no street lights or anything, and we go to turn this corner, and then out of the corner of my eye, I just see this, like, have you ever seen the movie The Boogeyman? Like, where there's just this massive, like, there's all these trees, and there's just this massive, just black figure. That is literally what I saw. And then my mate looked, he saw the exact same thing, and we were just like, yeah, I'm going, we're going home.
Was that the same night that you were telling me the windows were down and you heard like a baby?
So no,
that was a different time.
Like, he knows, he has, I don't know if it's like researched or like just seen things or read things, but he was telling me about, I guess, what you could call Australia's boogeyman. And the story is, if you have, if you hear a crying baby at between 12 and when the sun starts to rise, if you hear a baby crying
and you don't have a baby with you,
don't have a baby with you,
why
don't search for that child because you will go missing. Like, that's the story that he told me.
That was a story. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, so that's the story that he told me, because that's what people have, said that they've either heard or if they've seen something, then like if they're, you know, continuously like still in that area or, you know, driving or something like that, like they've, like records show that they've said that they've heard a baby crying and then they've looked for the baby and there's just nothing in sight and then they just see this black figure and they're just like, no.
Wow.
And you know, it's crazy, you know, like and talking about those kind of things is kind of like talking about, you know, Bigfoot or the Yowie, you know,
Even like the Black Panther.
like Australia's Black Panther that's up in
Northern Territory, I think.
no, I feel like it.
I'm
I
in
want to
some-
say the Blue Mountains, but
Oh, yeah, I think it is. Because, I'm in some group on Facebook that
Wow.
posts about it all the time.
Isaac Butterfield also made a
Yeah.
a video about the Black Panther, like trying to search for it and everything.
Shout out to him. I have some of his merch, and if you ever watch this podcast, I don't know, I'll do something. I'll fucking
Wow.
fondle your balls or something, man. I don't know. I'll do something. I'll have to challenge you to a game of chess and we can fucking
Wow.
talk shit about vegans or something. But yeah, that'd be fucking
Wow.
be great.
I
And-
have your merch too.
Yeah. Anyway.
I am also a fan.
Well, I think we might wrap up that first episode. We might be hitting the hour mark. I can't quite recall how long it went for before the laptop died. But
Sorry for rambling as well. It there's so many topics that could be spoken about.
that just a struggle to put into an hour.
Yeah,
And while playing chess at the same time is fucking
Wow.
difficult.
it's definitely hard to stay to one topic
Yeah, as you can tell.
because obviously you bring up something in that topic that brings up another topic that you could be talking about. So yeah, but no, it's I've definitely enjoyed it. I mean, I was able to just be able to just chat shit.
Yeah.
Which
Well-
I tend to be good at.
I'm happy to have you as a guest another time. We'll have to go on one of the live potties.
Yeah.
Speaking of, next week should all be live. Everything seems to be going well today. I'll be sure to fucking
Wow.
charge the laptop when I start recording next time. I'm gonna fucking
Wow.
yeah jar here. I reckon once that bad boy fills up with coins or something, I might donate it to something. Don't know where you guys can
Wow.
fucking figure out some sort of donation, but I'll make sure that yeah jar's set up for the live stream. But yeah, thank you guys so much for listening. If anyone has stuck to the end, I really do appreciate it. And yeah, pleasure chatting. This is Get It Off Your Chest and have a beautiful night. Thank you again.